Ron?
Try to mute this phone. You guys will mute your phones, please. And, I think the only one that came dressed up for this meeting before. Long man.
Occupational hazard.
Long man out.
I wear this every day.
All right. I need a motion to call this special meeting July the 31st, please.
Motion.
All right.
Second.
I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
All in favor?
Aye.
Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we gotta go to closed session.
All right, we're having a closed session. I need a motion to go into closed session,
Motion.
and I need a second.
Second.
All right, I need a motion to go back into our council meeting.
Motion.
Or you can just call us back to order.
Call to order. There you go. All right, item 5, new business.
I lost it now.
Sorry?
There it is.
I need a motion on item 5.1, bid acceptance of the sewer main improvements.
Motion.
Second,
Second.
any discussion?
Bob?
Mayor, if you'd like, I'll explain these together, and then if you could make a motion on each one as we go
Okay.
forward, but I can speed things up by putting them
Sure.
all together. First and foremost, thank you for coming to a special meeting. The reason we asked for this is we're short of time. This bid process has been in the works since the middle of June. We've lost about 6 weeks of construction time. And so your next meeting is August 12th, and we don't have the luxury of spending another 12 days. So I thank you for that. We need to get this work underway. The bids that are before you are a mix, but they're similar. We have bids for utility work, which is raising manhole covers. We've got bids for roads, drainage, culverts, and paving. FEMA and the state have accepted a waiver on an H&H study for the culverts. There's about 42 culverts, I believe. And that H&H study is a hydraulic study when you want to put in a culvert or upsize or change the material. And that study, not only is it expensive through the engineering firm, you have to do one for every culvert, and it takes at a minimum 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So if we have 42 culverts and you take 2 weeks, we've got 18 months of engineering work before we can put a culvert in the ground. So the state and the federal government have granted us a waiver for every culvert we can get in the ground by November 9th. They will waive the H&H study, and then soon after that it will be required. I have asked for an extension on that November 9th. It hasn't been decided yet. I intend to get all the work done by that deadline, but that's the importance of getting this done today. So the bids before you represent approximately 51 roads, 42 culverts, 46 manholes, and 13,000 feet of paving, and that's on Buckeye Creek Road. It totals almost $4 million, $3,911,000 and some change. I want to point out that we expect FEMA to reimburse us at 100% for these costs. However, we have not received those obligations, and we haven't made it through the process. So what we're doing, Steve and I spoke this morning, we are going to fund this $4 million out of those bridge loans that we received as we've discussed over the last couple of months. We've got that in a special account. Some of the utility work can be paid by the funds that are restricted for the utility. The road and culvert and paving work can be done through the monies that were bridge loan we received through the treasurer's office. But then we're about done. If we don't receive additional FEMA obligations, additional work after these contracts, we'll continue with some engineering, planning, and design, but getting a substantial amount of work done without FEMA support, we don't have those funds. Unless you tell me to use fund balance out of the general fund, my plan is not to do that and use this cash flow money and get this $4 million worth of work underway. So yeah, basically, that's where we're at. The reason these projects are broken up, I've gotten questions, why do you have so many projects? FEMA did this to us. If you'll notice, there are about 11 roads. Well, you don't have the road breakdown, I don't believe, but the projects are broken down into approximately 11 roads. Then the associated culverts. Of course, the manholes and the paving is separate, but in FEMA's desire, they wanted to limit these to smaller groups of roads instead of doing one large project. So even though the projects that you're going to look at today, and the clerk, Emily, has given you the backup with that, they're all similar. It's all gravel. It's all repairing gravel roads, redoing the ditches, and replacing the failed culverts. And short of any questions, it's ready for your consideration.
So you went over items 5.1 through 5.10,
I did, well, 5.9.
5.9. Okay.
One question I had, we have, on one of the loans that we have, there's a repayment schedule that kicks in, I think, after year 2. Are we concerned that we'd have to start making repayments before we may get the FEMA money?
I'm not concerned yet. On that schedule, it's very conservative in the beginning. It's the first
Yeah.
payment is $1, and that buys us almost 365 days. So I'm not concerned with that at this point. We're committed to the FEMA process.
Yeah.
There's no turning back. We are making progress. It's nowhere near the progress I'd like to have. We're spending a lot of time, a lot of money, churning information. Our main engineer, Matterton Craig, that is handling most of this work, is very disenfranchised because we hired them to do engineering, design, and construction management, bid documents, those type of things, and they're actually acting as a estimator and secretary. The FEMA process is just recurringly churning the information back to the engineer. Well, we want to see it a different way. We want to see this, we want to see that. The engineer has provided their estimate, signed and sealed, which is what FEMA required, and then it just keeps coming back over and over and over again. So, I don't know if that answered your question. We're spending the almost the last $4 million of that cash flow loans, and until FEMA reimburses us or obligates at least, which is a commitment to funding, we've done about as much as we can. Unless you want me to take a different direction using, fund balance, which I don't recommend that. I really don't want to do that. I think the plan we have will work. It's just not going to be as fast as I would like it.
Well, there's no doubt we need to get these projects underway. Winter is here. I mean, it's going to be here in no time. So we've got to get this stuff done. Our roads are atrocious. We need to get this taken care of, in my opinion. So let's move forward.
Is there any additional funding required for Buckeye Lake that you know of at this point?
Expenditure?
Yes.
Oh, yes, there'll be substantial expenditure. We contracted for the underwater removal, debris removal. We call it dredging. That's not really a good term to use in the FEMA world. We still have to remove the above ground material that's by Shane Park. They call it the Delta. We still have to make repairs to the intakes to the water plant. We still have to remove debris below the spillway on the backside of the dam. None of that has been bid. None of that has been appropriated. It's all in the FEMA process, but not been obligated. So there will be substantial expenditures required for that area.
What is your time frame, pie in the sky that you see on that piece of business?
Well, it's going to be different. The Delta, the removal of the material will be done. It's got to be done as soon as possible this fall. We've got the Cherry Gap site being included in that project. That gains us a little over 2 million gallons of water in the lake by just removing that Delta and hauling it away. That'll be the next bid that you see that'll come before you, I believe, is the bid to remove that material and transport it to the Cherry Gap site. So I think that'll be done this fall. The water plant repairs, the engineering hasn't been completed. At this point, we really don't know the extent of the damages because we've been unable to expose the intakes into the lake. The dredging operation didn't complete that process, and we're still waiting on the contractor to do that. So that engineering hasn't even been done. So realistically, that's probably, well, it will be into 2026.
Okay, thank you.
It doesn't have to be today, maybe our next meeting, or even if we just publish it, can we publish a list of the roads that these contracts are affecting?
Yes.
the public can see it, like, you know, because that's what everybody wants to know is when's my road getting fixed.
Well, we have been hesitant to do that because we get a lot of, when is my road going to be fixed and why is my road not being fixed before this one? And then the argument about everything that goes into that. We have asked the contractors to give us a list of, they have a list of the roads and give us an estimate on a weekly basis what their next week looks like. And then we plan to put that online as an update to the community on what roads. Not only do they want to know when it's going to be done, but a lot of people say, you know, I'm coming up second week of August, is my road going to be okay? This is, when you do this amount of work in this short amount of time, it's going to impact negatively the community. There's going to be a lot of detours, there's going to be a lot of rock trucks, motor graders. This is a lot of work to accomplish in a short period of time.
Yeah, I think patience, you know, we've said that before, right? Patience in these projects, but, you know, I think just having that list, so when you say, look, you're on the list, like, this is what we just approved as in council, and so that road's in this project, you know, just to say it's in the flow.
I've done that hesitantly because they'll say, you know, my road, Fox Grape Hollow, comes to mind. I've been reluctant to say, yeah, that's going to be done, and this is because I haven't even got your approval yet. So, and I've explained that we've had to rebid the process, everything that goes with it. Once you get a chance to speak to people, they understand, but they really are tired of their you know, the bad roads. More importantly, the drainage, the stormwater issue
yesterday.
is causing additional damages that we're chasing our tail trying to. So we've got to get those culverts, that stormwater, those ditches repaired. I know potholes are inconvenient and no one likes driving over those, but in the scheme of things, that's not the most important. The stormwater control, the storm we had yesterday, as you mentioned, you know, we lost a substantial amount of gravel that we had just replaced because we don't have the stormwater control that we once had.
When this is published, where can they go online and look at the updates?
It'll be on the town website. We haven't put it on the page. Can we put it on the front page?
It'll be under news and events.
News and events, okay. We need to make sure,
There's a notice of road work already on there, I'll also update that. with
Okay.
the list of roads.
thank you.
And it was about an inch of rain in less than an hour yesterday,
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
according to the gauge at the time.
yeah, let's go on.
Yeah, so for those that are, if anyone's watching this online, Emily is going to update the roads that are going to be the improvements, and it will be under news and events. Okay, so item 5.1, all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, you need a motion and a second for each of these projects.
We've already got there.
Very good, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. I know what I'm doing for.
Yes, sir,
Some-
I'm just keeping you
sometimes.
honest.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 5.2, I need a motion for item 5.2.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for item 5.3.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. And vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Item 5.4, motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Item 5.5, motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. Vote.
Aye.
Am I going too fast for? Am I
No,
right?
sir, I'm right here with you.
Okay. Item 5.6, motion.
Motion.
Second. Discussion. Vote. All in
Aye.
favor?
Aye.
Got there. Need a motion for item 5.7.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. Vote.
Aye.
Item 5.8, motion.
Motion.
Come on,
Second.
speak, somebody speak up.
Second.
Second. Discussion. Vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Very good.
5.
Item 5.9, motion.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Discussion. And vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Mr. Mayor, just to clarify for the minutes, this is a vote to adopt the engineer's recommendation to award each of those projects to Rock Creek Grading LLC.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
In the, we don't have the contracts, but is there timeframes in the contracts
Yeah, it's basically 180 days
from commencement?
from the notice
Notice
to
of
proceed.
Will they be, have they already been, well, would they be notified today or tomorrow?
Probably today.
Okay,
Well, the engineer will be notified today. They need to set up a pre-con meeting, get it, the contract's already written, get them signed, and then do a notice to proceed, probably the first of the week.
okay.
Including the paving on Buckeye Creek Road?
Yeah, well, the same timeframe, that's a milling operation. I spoke with them
That was my next one, to get a mill and then
Yeah,
pave.
I spoke with them this morning. It's a major milling operation, so they're going to get with the engineer and Daniel Davis probably tomorrow, the first of the week, come up with a schedule. The timing of that project is less important than getting these
Other roads.
other roads and culverts in place.
Thank you.
What's this item 510, chief?
That was in case I had anything other.
Okay,
Really, you know, Emily really went out of her way to get this agenda to you 2 hours before the meeting. This wasn't here at noon. So we threw that in at the end in case there was something that we didn't have in hand
thank
to
you.
present to you.
Yes, thank you.
About time you earn your big bucks.
Okay, so new business has been addressed, and Alan, you have any comments?
No?
You have any comments?
No, we're good.
Um,
Thank you for everything everybody's done to get
So I just
here.
wanted to say, on Tuesday, I had the opportunity to go down to Raleigh and briefly met, they were in assembly. But I briefly met with Destin Hall and his chief of staff, his deputy chief of staff, and Senator Hayes. And just wanted to kind of be seen. I didn't discuss monies, but it was refreshing that if anything came out of it, Senator Hayes said, we know Beach Mountain needs $12 million. So hopefully we're on their radar and so, something will come to fruition. Stafford, you have anything to say?
Nothing else.
Okay, we will need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like these?
Emily?